So John, are you more hopeful now that Joshua versus Fury or Fury versus Joshua will go ahead?
As of from 9 o'clock last night, nothing's changed. You know, I know they're working the backside off to get this over the line, but it's proven to be a difficult one for Eddie Hearn. You know, he's gone to all four corners of the world trying to sell this fight. You know, because, and like I said earlier, nobody wants to invest because it's the wrong timing for their business. They want to make money out of it, and the timing will not allow them to make any money out of it. You know, but the world wants it, and I think they're being in a rush with it. You know, they're rushing the cake. You know, and I think at the end of the day, when you rush a cake, it don't taste right. This fight could be made a lot easier, a lot simpler in the coming months when the people get back to easier ways, you know, more or less normality, even though I don't think it's ever going to be normal again, because it's just the way things are. We're moving on. Times change, people change. But at this moment in time, there's nothing changed. There's rumours, lots of rumours, but nothing set in stone as of from 9 p.m. last night.
So have you spoke to Tyson recently? Where's his head at with all of this?
We're used to it. I said, just sit tight. If they can make it, all well and good. And if they don't, you know. By the way, last Saturday was the clock ran out from last Saturday. And if we didn't want the fight, we still wouldn't be here negotiating. We want this fight. We're going to give him every opportunity to put this fight on in June or July. But if he doesn't fight in June, if they can't put it on in June or July, we're going to fight anyway, with or without AJ. And we've made this quite clear to these people from the word off. You know, but hope he can make it. You know, he's trying. He's doing the best he can. By the way, you wouldn't expect Bob Aaron to run all over the world at 90. Frank Warren's 70. You know, Eddie Hearn's only a young man. And he does a great job, don't he? You know, I like his interviews. He's to the point. He's a good character. You know, his dad can be proud of him. He's doing a good job. And I really hope that he hasn't shot himself in the foot by letting the cat out the bag too early. You know, because I feel that's what he done, because he wanted to be the one to announce it. He wants to be the top promoter in the world. He wants to enhance his situation and go forward. It makes him look better if he can put this fight on, because he said it. He said he could do it, and it'll make him look like the best promoter in the world if he can put it on. And good luck to him. We're just sitting tight, waiting for the contracts, what say, venues and dates, and we will bam, sign and box. We're ready to go. We don't need a long training camp. We can go within the next 4 or 5 weeks.
So in terms of venue, what's the perfect scenario for Tyson?
I don't know, you know, because Tyson, you know, he will fight anywhere. You know, he just wants to fight, whether it's with him or anybody else. Wherever they make this fight happen, Tyson will be happy to oblige them. So it's not really a problem where it's at. Ideal, I'd have liked it to be in this country because they're both British, but I don't think that's going to happen. So wherever we can get it is better than no fight at all, isn't it? And that's why we're looking at it at the moment. There's no other way we can look at it.
So Tyson's raised a few concerns about inactivity. Is sooner the better?
Well, yeah, because if it goes on any longer, he'll be out the ring 2 years, and then we've got to start from scratch again. Because the way I do things, I do them properly. I'm not bothered about the public rushing him, because at the end of the day, if you get it wrong and you ruin things for the sake of doing it right, you're not the man for the job. And me as his father, if this goes on any longer, he is going to need fights. He is going to need tune-up fights, obviously, because inactivity plays a big part in boxing. AJ was out, he had a good 9 rounds with Pulev. You know, Tyson's done nothing since the Wilder fight. And you can be in this gym and spar and run down the road as much as you want. You've got to have activity under them lights. But that's by and by. If this fight happens in June or July or even August, we're up for it. We'll take it. But it's going to run into next year when we need to fight. You know, because as a father, I wouldn't be doing my job right if I was to let it happen. And I won't let it happen. If I don't think my son's on it, I won't leave a stone unturned. And I don't give a damn what anybody else says. It's what I say and what Tyson feels like. And if I say something to Tyson, guaranteed he'll take it on board. And anybody with any common sense knows, you know, if you're out regular, you're going to sharpen your tools, you're going to get better, the ring rust is going to go, and you're going to see the best. You know, why not see the best of 2 people instead of seeing people that could be better? That's my honest opinion, whether they like it or not.
Have you visualised the fight?
There's only one way it can end. He's got a puncher's chance like the rest of them. You know, but at the end of the day, I want Tyson to reign supreme for the next 5 or 6 years. You know, if he listens to me, he will do. But if he listens to everybody else getting in his head, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, oh, the world's getting impatient, people saying you don't want the fight. If that's what they want to believe, well, the onus is on them, because they're not very bright people. I'm an intelligent man, I know this game inside out, and I know the best way to keep my son on top of his game for a long time, and that's activity. Getting the right fights, getting out as regular as you can, you know, and your tools are sharp and you're ready to go. But even so, he's not fought for 18 months' time. This fight happens. If it does happen this summer, so be it. He can still beat AJ. You know, there's more to it than just AJ. I want him to defend his belts when he gets them, with all comers and goers. And you've got to be active to do that. And we need to get him out there and be active. Get him defending these belts. If we can put the fight on in June, July or August, get this out the way, he'll take on all comers. He'll defend them belts till he can't defend them no more. Till there's no other heavyweights left in the top 20. He will defend Tyson and he will be victorious. You know, if he listens to what I say and not other people.
I was just about to say, is there anybody that can beat your son? But I think I know the answer to that.
Not in this era, no. Like I said before, unless he's Muhammad Ali, Marvin Hagler, Ernie Shaver, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Pepino Cuevas, Roberto Duran, or Mayweather, all rolled into one, they ain't going to beat him. Because you can see the crop of the heavyweights. They're all good. They're all good viewing, but they're not in Tyson's class. Tyson is out there on his own at the minute. Unless there's a fighter born that comes out of nowhere, but we haven't heard of, with an amazing talent, but I've not seen him yet. You know, there's one, I think his name's Jared Anderson. You know, he's unbeaten. He's an unbeaten heavyweight. You know, he's an ESPN fighter, Bob Arum. You know, and I do believe he can be the next big thing when Tyson's gone, but the kid's only 20-year-old. You know, he's got a bit to do yet, but he's the only one that stands out at the moment for me. All these other guys, they're all on the same par, where I'm concerned.
How long do you think your son will go on for, and how long do you want him to go on for?
He'll go on for as long as he wants to go on. And at the minute, he's got an insatiable appetite for training and boxing. You know, he's been reborn again in the sport at the age of 32. You know, and I just think he wants to prove to the world and reign supreme so everybody can eat the words. And that's what motivates Tyson. All these negative people saying, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. They've been saying it right from the beginning of his career. And he's 30 and oh, what more can a man do? He's won everything. He won everything as an amateur, except an Olympic gold medal. He never had a chance to go and try for it. But as a professional, he's won everything there is to win. You can't win any more belts. He could walk away tomorrow and say, right, that's it. An amazing career, 30 and 0, and won everything inside 30 fights. You know, so if he didn't want it, he'd be out of the game. He's made plenty of money. He's comfortable. You know, he just wants a fight. And he still wants to prove people wrong that he is the #1 supreme heavyweight, the dominant heavyweight in the world today. And I do believe he is. I'm not saying because I'm the father of him, but it's out there. All the stats are there, the facts are there. If people want to be blind and let their heart rule their head, that's up to them. But I know the truth of the matter. You know, I wish them both good luck. May the best man win. But you know what? It's going to take a lot better than AJ to beat Tyson Fury. He's only getting better. And he's only 32, you know. So there.
So we know Joseph Parker is setting up camp in this gym. Mm-hmm. He takes on Derek Chisora soon. Yep. I know you're a big fight fan. How do you see that one go?
It'll be an hard fight because Derek Chisora's training. Joe's been training here well with Andy Lee and Tyson. Tyson and Andy's took him to levels he's not been before with his fitness and his ability. He's learned a few different things, so it should make a good fight. You know, and Derek Chisora, what can you say? A war horse, tough old boy. You know, and if you're not 100% on your game on the night, Chisora will beat you. And he's proved it before. He can turn anyone over, Derek Chisora, on his night. You know, but I've got edge towards Joe Parker because he's natural talent. He's a big, strong lad, and he's younger and fresher. So I'm going on a Parker win, but not easy.
Is Joseph in good hands with a trainer like Andy Lee?
Absolutely. You know, Andy Lee can take him to new heights and levels because his other trainer, you know, he'd done a fantastic job with him, Kevin Barry. You know, but sometimes people need a change, and you can like be stuck in that same rut where he's had enough common sense to say it's not working for him and move to another level. He rang Tyson and said, Tyson, can you help me? And as always, Tyson's a good friend of his. He stepped up to the plate and put him in with Andy Lee. And Andy's doing a great job for him. And he's happy. You know, because I said to him the other day whilst I was in this gym, I said, you happy with everything that was going on? Absolutely, he said. Absolutely. So I couldn't be more happier. So yeah, an happy fighter's a good fighter.
So finally, we hope it happens. I'm sure you get stopped in the street every day hoping this fight happens. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. What's your message for Team Joshua from Team Fury?
Let's hope we can put it on Team Joshua and to all his fans out there. I know you're dying to see this blockbuster, but you're going to be very disappointed when he meets the one and only Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, the dominant #1 heavyweight in the world today. My son. And I love him and I'm proud of him.